The columns along the front are getting formed up now. It probably means the columns along the back are getting formed up too. And the back wall's going higher. It's good. I get a view from the end. This is on the back of Danang's house. So I'm west-northwest of the building currently. And that kind of looks like Robbie's handing that bucket down to somebody who's filling it with debris from inside the tank and water. Oh well, work continues. So courses of bricks continue to go up along the back wall. I guess I'm guessing there might be a ring beam again at that height on the side. No, I don't know. No point trying to guess. I'll just observe it as it happens. 9 in the morning. I see signs that there is activity going on within the tanks, but of course I can't actually see what that activity is. I'm led to believe that the inside of the tanks will end up being tiled, but there's no tiles being carried across there, so hasn't reached that stage yet. The brick walls continue to go up. We seem to still have lots and lots of bricks, so we're not going to run out of those. But yeah, I think the back is pretty much up to height now, and the ends. So now it's a matter of the bricks along the top of that ring beam on the front wall. So there's odd-shaped bits of reinforcement meant to provide those supports at the side of the columns that the rails for the crane will run along. Still lots of steel yet. I've got to put some weight into that.
Angkat itu hur, diangkat. Hei, angkat itu hur. Lah. Terus hur.
It's going to be a pretty substantial road by the look of it. There's a little bit of space for the trees. But be also useful as a parking area for the truck, I guess. It's going to be a good solid bridge over the canal. So not only could he run scooters up here, he'd be able to actually park his truck under his back patio. More rock being wheelbarrowed past, so I figured there must have been another delivery. So much for the plants that were there last week, or a few days ago, whatever it was. I hope Karana and her family are getting good value out of this, since it's their front yard. So all the extra steel has obviously been taken down to beside the shed, so they work on it down there, but we still have these initial trusses that they built, reinforcement cages, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, there's plenty of them, because there's plenty needed yet running the length of the building. Found out the explanation for this one. This one's a tank stand. Not sure how big the tank will be, but They're certainly making it strong. Could be a 1,000 litre tank like our tank's been. Meal break time. So this is all part of the catering for the construction team. Our new bearing seems to be sealed quite well. That's a bit of a relief. Selling the columns. That's a bit of a long span between those two columns. And it's just the 4 metres, so not quite sure how they're going to strong they're going to have to make that beam across there. May have to end up using a steel I-beam. I've sort of gotten into a pattern nowadays of coming out first thing in the morning. Well, not really first thing. They've been at work for a couple of hours by the time I come out, about 9ish. Then sometime after lunch, 1ish or thereabouts. And then at the end of the day when they're all gone home, which will be 5:30 or somewhere around that. Seems sufficient. This is where a concrete vibrator would be a handy thing. He was distracted by the thought of being on camera. Forgot he's supposed to be handing up the buckets. Wonder if I can see what's happening up the other end. I'd be interested to know what's happening in the water tank currently. The tanks. I'm sure there's something happening. Well, it's too tall for me to get in. I'm not going to blade the ladders around here. Apart from the fact that Divider will have a go at me. Doesn't like me doing unsafe things. The more powerful pressure washer has showed up today, so we'll bring that down here later and swap it for the older one. By the weight of it, sheer weight of it, you know it's going to be much more powerful. It's pretty massive. But 2100 watt power consumption supposedly. That'll be interesting. See if the lines around here can handle it. There's a line across from the house across to the cement shelter there, which they can plug it into. That'll run off the off-grid power. It's just a matter of whether that particular cable's heavy enough wire to support the 10 amps. It's going to have to draw. We shall see. The solid road base is being pounded in there. So there's got to be a narrow strip here left for the trees by the look of it. There's a bit of sugar cane and a jambu tree. Actually, there might be a couple of trees there. But Jemima likes those trees, so okay, they stay. Mind you, they are in the way of my tank stand camera. Pan, tilt, zoom camera on the tank stand that can look out this way. That tree does tend to be in the way a bit too much at night time when it's using the infrared, and it has infrared lights to illuminate things. The trees tend to do a bit too much reflecting, so you can't see what's behind them. Tank stand is coming along. Looks like it's going to be well reinforced platform on top. People could argue that I'm spending a lot of money, but I reckon it's okay. I can see where it's going. I got something to show at the end of it. Something that will last generations. And this is a new power washer I bought. So see how it goes later. And just to add to the fun, here comes the rain. You're just waiting there, aren't you? Won't be long, there'll be some wet concrete for you to dance in. That'll make you happy, won't it? Well, the rain's starting to put pock marks in it, little craters. So she's just going to wait here. And we'll run out there later. That's right, leave us a present. Looks like he nearly sunk the machine in there, delivering this concrete. It's the evening report. I won't be out here too long or go too far because the rain's spotting down again. As can be seen by what's draining through that tarp into the still work going on. I'll see what's happening. Cleaning up after removing the formwork. interesting formwork up for the structures. It's going to be interesting formwork. Yeah, lots of steel, lots of concrete. Gonna be strong. We've got the upper row of bricks along above the front windows and doorway, so they haven't got much higher to go. Probably a ring beam around the top of that. May go a bit higher. Just looking at where the slope's got to be for the roof. Looks like we have a fairly solid concrete base under this now for it to park on. I'm not sure how that's going to work out at the end of the day when this box is removed and the road to Dadang's house is finalised. Could be interesting. Everything's interesting. What am I talking about? I've got the road over here done to a certain extent, and I see they got sneaky. They put plastic on it to protect it from the rain, and that'll disappoint the chickens too, because they won't be able to go out and do a dance on the wet concrete. So at the end of the day, looks like we're up to height along the back wall, maybe up to height along the front wall. There's a little bit to be done yet on the end walls where the steel beam will go through for the crane. That's because the end columns for the track are actually in that west wall. It's a new day with a new load of cement. Well, they couldn't have made these this quickly here, so obviously they've carried those down from the rice factory. Now they're starting to do the formwork for those interesting shapes that I've asked them to build. Caked on cement might be a bit of a challenge to remove. Have to ask for advice on that, I think. As I thought, I've been moving the reinforcement cages from the rice factory area. That's another load of cement that's turned up, and new hand trolleys here now. Yep, it's going to be interesting when we get the rails up there. We'll see how accurate their formwork is, because the rails need to be parallel with a consistent distance between them, because the bridge that reaches across won't have too much leeway in how far apart the rails can be. All very interesting. But I better go back inside because I forgot to bring my hat out. Don't have Jabida here to tell me off for not wearing a hat, because she's off in Panambang taking Benny to the dentist. But yeah, it's a nice little play area for me. I just hope it isn't too sticking hot to work out here. But I did actually take a bit of video last night on my mobile phone of using the new pressure washer, but I forgot to slot that into the video in chronological sequence, so I'll have to slip that in now. They tell me it's strong, but is it effective? I've asked Lizzie to order some soap, chalk wash soap for it. Looks like if you use enough electricity or enough water, it will actually blast the concrete off. That's pretty impressive. You just saw the locking lever drop in on the right hand side. And the chickens may have missed out last night, but if I'm careful enough here, I might, I can't see it on the screen. There we are, cat print. So even if the chickens don't get it, the cats do. And this is the third truckload, or partial truckload, of cement this morning. Another bamboo delivery. Well, as road-based construction continues, I should take this away and edit it down and do another upload, because I think I'm going to get a bit long otherwise.